And I'm gonna say, guys, this is what some modules have such a low percentage drop rate in this game that a lot of time you just end up giving up and just not worried about it. As such is the case, one viewer asked me if there is a way that I can make a video that shows the easiest way to get a few modules. Those modules include the focus fire for Enzo, the absolute zero for Viesa, and the ambush module for ultimate sharen. And the quickest answer to the viewer's question is there is no easy way. However, that does not mean there are not certain things that you can do to alleviate the grind for those modules. First, let's start with focus fire. This is an Enzo module, and to farm for any Enzo modules, it is best that you use Enzos. The first thing you need is to know where to actually farm for the module. So with the new info page that the Nexon just put out in the game, it is easier to find where to farm for certain things. So let's go to the website, then the game info page, and we're gonna go to modules. We're gonna go to the search bar and type focus. Then focus fire. Just click on focus fire, and now you can see that the game tells you where to find this module. It says you can find it in Fortress on hard difficulty, and you're gonna need precise encrypted vault. That means you're gonna need some consumables, and you're also gonna need Enzo for the precise encrypted vault for some of them. You don't need Enzo, but Enzo makes it easier. So the one that says precise encrypted vault means that you can use another descendant, but it is very hard to do with other descendant. So that's the reason why it is important that you use Enzo. So you also need ultra precise encrypted vault. So those are the consumables that you are going to need, and I'm going to show you in game. Now, another way that you can get these modules is by using combined modules. Now, some people will tell you that you cannot get Enzo's module with combining module. That is not true. Take a look at this example right here where I got an Enzo module, the reinforced one. As you can see, it is possible to get modules by combining. All right, now that we know where to get the modules and we know what consumable that we're gonna need, let me show you in game how to do this. So in game, we're gonna go to consumables, and then gonna go to miscellaneous, and then you got to make sure that you got this ultra precision code breaker. Those are gonna be the easier ones to give you a better chance. You can also get it from the precise one. This is analyzer, that's for normal difficulty, and you also get precision code breaker. So you can use those because the game say you can use those to get it. But I'm always finding them when I use the ultra precision. So whatever you get, just use them. And you also get those one for the analyzer. So make sure that you farm for those. You can use some mission to find for them, or you can also buy them from ETA or when there are events and you can get them. So just stack up on those before you go on the hunt. All right. Now, if you get your consumable, now we are going to go on the location. So open your map and then just go to Fortress because this is where it says you're going to get it. And now that you are on the map, you need to know where to find them. Now, to do this, I have a special tool that I use, an interactive map that I use to show me where the vaults are located. So if I go to this right here, this website, the link will be in the description for you. Just click on map and then now scroll down and look for the specific map that you're looking for. In this instance, we are looking for Fortress. Just click on it. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of things on the map, but you can make it easier for yourself. Just click on Legend and then just click on Encrypted Vault. and then just click on those outposts thing right here. So that way it's going to show you the fast travel point. And you can also click on certain mission just for landmarks. That way, if a vault is near one of those landmarks, and you can just use them as a waypoint to actually go find that location. So if you zoom in, you can see where the vaults are, and then you can just fast travel to that location based on your in-game map. Now, in my example, I found mine in Frozen Valley. So Frozen Valley is right here on the interactive map. So you can see there are 2 vaults in that location, one here and also one here. So when you go in-game, just go towards those locations. So when you land on a map in the game, the first thing that you need to do, just orient yourself. Now, if you are on controller, just press and hold your right analog stick, and then it'll tell you whether or not you are close to a vault. Now, there are certain things that you need to also make sure that's going to help you. So if I go to my character real quick, and I'm going to look at my auxiliary power. As you can see, it says module drop weight increase modifier. That gives you a percentage of chance to get it better. And then also use your memory and make sure that you have an active search radius increase modifier. The higher the number, the better it is going to be for you, because this will allow you to detect the vault at a further distance. So once you start pressing your button based on what you hear, the higher the beep, the better it is going to be. So just follow the direction where the indication is pointing, and then that way you know where to go. Now, if you don't find it in one location, just go to another location based on their interactive map, and just keep doing that until you are able to get it. Now, it might take you 1 hour, it might take you 2 hours, or it might take you months, because this is RNG. Anyway, that's how you farm for those hard to find Enzo's module. Doesn't matter which one, all of them are the same. As long as you know the location, just use those conditions that I showed you, and you should be good to go. Now, we're going to check how to farm for VSI's module absolute 0. So just go back to the website and just type 0. And absolute 0 will show up, and just click on it. And then here, the game shows you where you can find this module. For NSF battle on hard difficulty, you're going to have to fight Frostwalker. But if you decide to combine, again, we'll talk about combining in a minute. So just use a good build. So let me show you the build that I use for Frostwalker. So if I go to my Descendant, now this is the build that I use for Frostwalker, and it is a shield build that I use for Enzo. And just make sure you put the antifreeze solution right there, and also in your components, just find one that has chill resistance. That way you have a better chance of not getting one shot by the boss, because you got some chill resistance. The more chill resistance, the better it's going to be for you. Now, how do you farm for ambush for sharen? So just go back to the website and then just type ambushed, and then ambush will show up, and then just click on it. And then here it's going to show you what you need to do. So for NSF battle, you need to fight Molten Fortress on hard difficulty. So just find yourself a nice build. So for my Enzo's build, I use the same build, and just replace antifreeze with heat release. This one right here, and that will protect you from fire. So that's the build that I use for those bosses, and you can use whatever build that you want, but this is just an example of what I use. So all you gotta do is just farm those bosses and see if you get lucky. Now, what if you don't get lucky in fighting bosses or going to do the Enzo's thing? So that's where the combining module comes into play. So there are some things that you can do to actually help yourself when it comes to combining modules. Now, there is this little sheet right here that you can use. I will leave a link in the description. The way this works, it shows you some combination that you can use to get certain results. Like, for instance, if you combine 4 transcendent modules together, you will get a transcendent module. So the result is going to be dependent on your RNG. So it could be any transcendent module. But as long as you use 4 transcendent modules, you're going to have a transcendent module. Now, if you use 1 ultimate module and 3 transcendent module, so you're going to have a 22.5% chance to get an ultimate module, but you're also going to have a 77.5% chance of getting a transcendent module. Again, the result is going to be based on RNG as far as which module that you are going to get. So those are some things that you can use to actually try to increase your luck of getting those. But the drop chance for those modules are always very low. Now, when it comes to combining, we don't even know. Sometimes it could be just 0% or whatever. I don't know. But just try those methods and hopefully you get lucky. Anyway, that's all I got. Hopefully this helps you out. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.